Is this how you feel the night before a big speech or presentation? If so, then world-renowned speaking expert and author TJ Walker can help you. Go to tjwalker.com and sign up for your free speech training course. Coming in 2009, the new book, TJ Walker's Secret to Foolproof Presentations. Welcome back to Newsmakers on the Speaking Channel. I'm Mike Bako. So the second presidential debate has just wrapped up in Tennessee, and who better to break it down for us than speaking expert TJ Walker. Walker is the CEO of Media Training Worldwide in New York and the author of an upcoming book titled TJ Walker's Secret to Foolproof Presentations, and tonight he's joining us from our election headquarters in Times Square. So TJ, in Tennessee tonight, the gloves came off. This town hall debate setting really allowed John McCain and Barack Obama to go back and forth at each other. What do you think?
Thanks, Mike. So how did the candidates do? Well, first, John McCain. Now, he had a solid performance in many regards. He came across much more comfortable, confident, and relaxed than he does when he's giving a formal speech. When you get John McCain behind a lectern and reading a speech, he tends to stumble over words again and again and again. We didn't see that tonight. He moved around. Right at the beginning, walks right up to the first questioner. Then there was that moment towards the end where he walked up and he actually touched the soldier there. There was a moment of compassion and brought out some of his humanity. He also did a good job of making some attacks on Obama, and I thought came across as sincere, strong, forceful, and knowledgeable about not only foreign affairs, his strength, but on economic issues. But he did have some weaknesses. For starters, just walking around on stage, he seemed stiff, he seemed a bit brittle, he seemed old, especially in comparison to Barack Obama. And he let Barack Obama paint him into a corner and put him on the defensive. When he starts defending that he said bomb, bomb, bomb around because he was making a joke, but he didn't explain the joke, it put him on the defensive. Once you defend in a debate, you typically lose. Not his strongest moment. So it's not that McCain made any horrible blunders. He didn't free Poland, but he did a number of things. He was constantly looking away from Obama. In the first minute, why was he writing notes in the first minute? Was he trying to write down Tom Brokaw's name? He was constantly looking away, looking down at notes. His notes were sort of strewn about on his stool. It didn't give you the sense that he was, in fact, the steady hand on the tiller that he suggested at the end of his whole presentation, his concluding remarks. So how did Barack Obama do? He did many, many things well. He exuded confidence and comfort throughout. He simply gazed and smiled at Senator McCain whenever he spoke. He wasn't furtively looking down, glancing at notes, making notes, fiddling with papers. He seemed completely composed, confident throughout. He had especially good jabs when it comes to reframing the tax issue. He didn't defend and say, well, I'm not raising taxes on everyone. No, instead he framed the issue in terms of Senator McCain is going to give another $750,000 in tax breaks to multimillionaire CEOs. Now, whether you agree with how that's framed or not, you cannot deny that's an excellent, positive way of framing the whole issue of taxation. He also did a good job of saying that McCain was right. He didn't understand about things in Iraq. He didn't understand why anyone thought we'd be seen as the liberators. Because of that, it made him come across as more forceful and attacking. Now, where was Obama weak? He didn't have a lot of weaknesses. He perhaps went on a little too long from time to time, and he connected some of his sentences with and, creating run-on sentences. But those are minor quibbles. Overall, an excellent performance for Obama. He clearly won this debate.